Okay. Which to code you use?
MN01.
Let me share my screen. So by taking any reference you created, or you created completely from scratch?
Reference.
From scratch.
Don't take scratch and take some reference. Like, see, I created some TG12 underscore 9 by taking this TG12 as a reference. Okay. Because if you don't take this reference material, no, it will ask a lot of data. Okay. So if you
Okay.
take this reference something, you give some reference material here, then it's easy because system by default most of things are common, like the loading group, all those things, shipping condition, most of not this item category group and all those things. These all are standard only. If you don't take
Okay.
any reference, no, system will like keep on asking, put this value, put this value. So if you take a reference, mostly system will copy the same. If you take a reference, system copies the data, and if you want to change, you change it. If you don't want to change, you can continue with your own data also. Okay. Anyway, let's.
But Deepak,
Yeah.
when we take a reference, only some is copying. Some options are not copying.
No, let's say, okay, let me show you to create a new one. Let's say I'm creating 96 something. Okay. This material is not available as of now. You see, if I press 96, let me go to M03. 96. Oh, 96. You see, this material is not exist. Okay. Doesn't exist actually. And also, if you remember, since we are creating a material C, we are giving some material number. Here also some that number ranges kind of stuff also works. Okay. That I can give external number. Okay, how you create? I'll just quickly show you. As I said, you take some reference material. I'm taking a reference of TG12. You press OK. Then system asks you which all view you want. Okay, I've selected only which are relevant for sales only. I have not extended this advanced ATP, extended this forecasting, warehouse, all those I don't need. Okay, accounting I need, general plant data I need, MRP I need, sales, and basic data. Then you click OK. Then system, now if you see, since I've given the reference material, now system is asking from which plant you want to copy the data of TG12. So I will take say 11010. I'll give some storage location. Whatever I'm giving in this one, no, this all data belongs to this reference material. You see, copy from. So whatever plant data or sales area data is maintained under this sales area for this material, that will be copied to my material. Now I will put my data ZPLT, ZSLC, ZORG, and I think ZC, right? This was the data we created, right? ORG, ZC, and ZPLT, ZSLC, correct?
Yeah, Deepak.
Okay, now I press OK. In Metal Master, it's very easy. You don't do anything. You simply go inside, you keep on pressing enter. Okay, enter, enter. You see, all those things it's already copying. Wherever the data will not match, it will throw you error. You press enter, you see, it says plant is doesn't exist because this is different plant. We have a different plant, right? What is our plant name? ZPLT.
ZPLD.
I'll delete this. I'll put my ZPLT. Press enter. You see, it is again taking to the next screen. You see, all this data automatically came up. This norm, this account assignment group. I don't have to enter everything. It is taking from its reference material. Now we are under sales org 2. If I press enter again, it goes to the next screen. Here again you see all this data automatically filled up. Wherever error is coming, you can delete it or you can change it. Okay, this profit center as of now, you just delete it. We don't need it. Now it came to sales. Here it will not enter. If you press enter, keep on, it will just scroll down here only. Okay, so you need to go manually change it to this one. Wherever you are stuck in the cell text, you have to go manually. Now again you press enter. It came to MRP1. You see how it came to MRP1 directly? Because this all we have not selected. You see, wherever the views which I have selected, those only is having that circle, right? You see, for these all I have not selected. You see, extended, this scene, forecast, I don't require this. So wherever I have selected in the before screen, the earlier screen, those views only are available. Okay, this is, you delete it. Yes, also you delete it because this is something related to this MM and all. This all of a very big config in so we will just try to solve this error somehow. We will put some data which works. Now we are into MRP1, the order point, press enter, we have to MRP2. Now this storage location, this is not our storage location, right? We'll press F4, we'll see. So it gives me our storage location. Press enter. This you have to remove. As I said, this MRP data is again a very big config in purchase. Production team maintains a lot of data. We don't bother about all those. You see, I keep on pressing enter. Now I'm at the last screen, and when I press enter, you say the system says me you are about to exit. Do you want to save the data? I'll say yes. Now see, material TG12 underscore 96 is created. So now my material is created. Let's keep this material somewhere. TG12 underscore 96. Hopefully, sorry, TG12 no. Yeah. Now hopefully we should be able to create, since this customer is anyway working with us. Now hopefully this material will also work. Okay, maybe after once we complete this document type configuration, we'll try to create with our customer and our material. Okay, now let's go to our topic where we left yesterday. Clear how we create customer, with how we create material master? Clear?
Yeah. Deepak.
Okay. Now, yeah, this we covered. These are not required. You can ignore all these. Now this is something important. Screen sequence group. Okay, let us go to VOV8. You see this screen sequence, right? What is this screen sequence is actually, when I go to VA01, let's say I'm going to VA01. So it is, I'll give my order type, I'll give my sales area, ZORG, ZD and ZC. Now when I press enter, system is landing to this screen, correct? Now I maintain, let's say I'm giving this customer, I'm giving, let's say not, let's not put this customer reference as of now. Okay, let's press enter. Let us put our material, let's see if it works. Anyway, if it will not work, we'll take the TG12 only. No, the SIP2 party ZC00. Okay. Why? Because when we copied from TG12, the TG12 division was 00. Our division is not 00. We have our own division, right? ZD. So we have to change the division. Let's try to change it. If it works, it will be great that we will be using our own document, own material. If it doesn't, we will change it, no problem. How to change division? You go to this one. This is all not required because anyway, division is a basic data. So delete all this. If you enter that also fine. If you don't enter that, then also fine, because as I said, this is, division is coming in the basic, so you don't need all those. Our is ZD. Okay, I change the ZD, I'll save it. Now let's go back to order again. A01. You see, I'm able to create. It is not throwing me error. Anyway, now let's put 2 something. Since we don't have a stock and all, it is going to that. Okay. Now, if I go to incompletion, let's say it is saying customer reference. Okay. Now pay attention. When I double click here, system takes me to the header order data. If I go back, so where is header? Here is header and order data, this customer reference. So how system knows it, that whenever I'm clicking in that screen, let me go back again. So basically this screen sequence, you understand, right? Somewhere that screen is getting changed. Where is the header? Okay. Let's go back. Yeah. So this is overview screen. This is header. If you double click here, you go to the item. This is again another screen. If you go to sales B, this is another screen. So some sort of sequencing it is following, right? So that sequencing we control it via this screen sequence group. This is completely a standard. We never play around with it, but just to let you know how system understands when you click somewhere where to land, which screen to open. So that control is screen sequence. It's a very what do you call it, user friendly term. Screen sequence. How the screen has will follow when you enter customer. Is it supposed to go to some different scheme? It is supposed to go to a header. Then that all data we maintain. But as I said, these all are completely a standard. We never change all these things because we never require to change, right? Because we will pull when we create order, that is a simple process only. We don't want to play around with all those standard things. So this is screen sequence. Someone asks you how the SAP knows which screen to go after you enter some data or you click somewhere. So that control is in the screen sequence. Okay, now display range, you can ignore it, that's not that important. Bomb basic idea you have. Bomb, right? Bill of material. I said in our example we have taken pen as example, right? Pen is my finished good, and my cap, refill and chassis will be my component. So that you create in CS01. Okay, this is enough for your bomb. Don't go that deep, you will get confused. Now you have incompletion procedure. When I create my sales order, let's say I'm into my sales, I'm trying to create my sales order. If I go to incompletion, system is telling me this, right? This is customer reference is blank, income term is missing, terms of payment is missing, net value missing, all these terms are missing. It is coming under the incompletion. So how system knows that okay, these all data are required for your ZOR9 means ZOR9, right? This is what we are trying to create. So that we maintain here 11. And what we do in 11, we maintain all these field. Very simple. Don't go too technical. Just assume that we have gathered, we have collected all these field, and we have given a name 11. And that 11, if we assign here, whenever I will create order, system will ask me all this data. Clear? Any confusion in this one? Because since we are in the order, that control is in the order level itself, in the VOV8 itself, which data is required, whichever is not required. Okay, now let's go. This is all you can leave. These all are standards only, no need to worry. Yeah, this is something important for you. Quotation message. Where is quotation message? You see B. As I said, let's say I'm creating the order. So do I want my system to check if any open quotation is there for that customer? This system, I can control all this via here only. If I maintain blank, system will not check. It will simply create the order. But if I maintain something, let's check at the header level, check at the item level. So based on the, let's say when we say header means document type customer. When I say item means document type will be there, customer will be there, then material will also come into picture. Then system will check any open quotation is there for that combination or not. If it is there, system will give you some sort of warning that there is already a open quotation. Do you want to take a reference all those? Okay. So for this purpose, we control this. We use this quotation message thing. Okay. Then this is you can ignore. That's not important. Outline is not. This is important. Now tell me where we use this field earlier. I've shown you this thing. Document pricing procedure. Where this field will help us. What is the use of this field? Anyone?
To check if the pricing procedure is according to certain document,
Right.
and
But
and
to
it
be
is assigning the pricing procedures for each this thing also.
right, but to answer it properly, you need to tell, yeah, this field will help us to determine the right pricing procedure in my sales order.
Sales.
Okay,
Okay.
to help it, this field helps in determining the pricing procedure. How it helps? This is A, right? I've shown you already, but let me show it again. If you go to OVKK, OVKK is T code for pricing procedure determination. So you see there are 5 fields based on which your pricing procedure is determined. So you see this is that field, that document pricing procedure that we maintain in your sales order. Okay. So this is the role of that field. You see here also it has given that OVKK and sales area. It has not mentioned the sales or distribution channel division, because anyway this combination is called sales area, right? Sales of distribution division. So sometimes someone simply say sales area plus document pricing procedure plus customer pricing procedure. Okay, and some people say sales of distribution channel division, customer pricing procedure, sorry, document pricing procedure, customer pricing procedure. So based on these 5 fields, your pricing procedure is determined. So this sometimes, this pricing procedure things we change actually, because as I said, normally we don't use all this standard. We create some G, because as per our business requirement, we will have a different price component, right? The freight, the surcharge, some sort of discount. So we never use generally the standard. Standard is, I think, RBA 001. I think this is the standard. You see, this is a standard document, a standard pricing procedure. But as I said, we never use it. We generally create our own as per the business requirement. Okay. So that's for that purpose. Now, yeah, this is important thing actually. I've seen one of my client using this status profile. It is an order release process. See what happens. Let's say, let me read the definition first. It's a release process. After creating a sales order by end user, the order will be sent to some authorized person to cross-check the order. If everything is fine, then the authorized person will release the order. Then only system will allow you to create the delivery invoice. Let's say I am the sales manager, and Vishal and Manoj and Lokesh, Yaswant, everybody is a sales agent or sales employee. These all people report to me. I am the boss of all these people. And I want some sort of control that whenever these people create a sales order, they should not be able to create delivery unless until I check their sales order, whether they have given the correct price, whether they have given the correct data in the sales order or not. Right? This type of control, or what do you call workflow. Sometimes we call it workflow, sometimes we call it approval process. Okay, sometimes we call it release process. These all terms are same only, right? Someone will create that order or something, that someone need to validate it. So then SAP has provided a lot of options. There are multiple options to achieve this. First is workflow. That is another topic again. Now in a standard sales order also, SAP has given the status profile options. So with this, I can control this, that whenever these people are creating an order, Yaswant, Vishal or anyone, it will come to me. I will check the order. I will release it. Then only the delivery creation will be allowed. If I don't release it, they will not be able to create the delivery. Now, how I can release, and now let's say Vishal created the order. I am the person, I am the sales manager, so I need to validate it. Now you may think that, okay, Vishal has created, so Vishal can also approve, no? What the data which Deepak is going to check, that Vishal itself can do from their user ID also. No, he cannot do it. Why? Because whenever there is a status profile thing coming into picture, then there will be this basis person or security person will give some certain authority, some certain access in my T code or my ID only. Then only I can approve. Vishal cannot approve that. Because my ID only, that access is there. So when I log into SAP with my ID, I can approve it. Vishal, even if Vishal tries to release that order, it will never release, because Vishal don't have that access in his ID. Okay. So here we maintain this. Let me go to. So here we maintain this. Okay. This is very simple actually. You can. We'll see if time permits. We will try to cover this one. But this is very useful feature. As I said, in many companies this is required. But as I said, this status profile. See, as I said, this is status profile is one of those options to control this releasing process and all, approval process. Then there, as I said, workflow also. But in workflow, as I said, it's a bigger topic. There are a lot of other features also available. What will happen now? If you use a status profile, let's say Vishal created order, I will not get any information that Vishal has created the order. Vishal needs to send me that order, that Deepak, I have created this order, can you please approve it, can you please release it? Then I will open that order, then I will release it. Okay, I will not get any notification, any information by its own. But in workflow, when you go to that workflow option, there we have that those options that okay, whenever Vishal will create order, I will get some sort of mail that Vishal has created this and this order. You need to check and you need to approve or something. So some sort of intimation I will get in my inbox, and then I can give okay, let me check what Vishal has created. So as I said, these all are different options. So it depends on the company how they want. So as I said, mostly these people want this kind of information also. The if someone creates the order, some sort of intimation, some sort of reminder, some sort of notification should go to the approver so that he knows, right? Because in day-to-day work, people easily forget. So this many company don't use it; they go for workflow. But as I said, few company still use this status profile as well to control the flow. Now, this is also not that important. You can ignore it, no need to worry. This is I never, I mean, at least I have not seen people using this. Yeah, now this is important. Let's say in my case, when I'm creating my order, one second, what is that control? Incomplete message, right? Where is incomplete message? Yeah. Yeah, this checkbox. This is unchecked. Now, when I'm creating my order, even though there are this many fields are not filled, right? That's why it is showing that the fields are appearing in the incompletion. But still, if I save it, see, system has saved my order. It has not restricted me that the data is missing and you cannot create it. Even if I go, then if I can open this order, you can go to incompletion. Again, the same status I will see that these all data are missing. Now, let's say you want, no, if the data are not filled properly, I don't want my sales order to create it itself. So then you use this field. Okay, let us change it. Let us put this checkbox. Now save it. Now go to display. So now what we did, we have told the system that for ZOR9, if anything is incomplete, don't save it. Now let's try to create order again. Sorry, my bad. So I will go to VA01 again. VA01. I'll put my order type and all this data. I'll put my customer number. Let's not put this one. Let's keep it blank. VA12. Let's put some quantity. Let's continue. Incompletion is there. Now let's try to save it. See, it is not saving. It is restricting me to save the order. Process incompletion log before saving. That means I have to fill all this data, then only I can save it. You can go back anywhere and then also you can try. If I try to save with this
And
password.
Deepak, one more thing, we can save it. We can incomplete log also.
Right, we can save it, but we have changed the configuration, right? In
Yeah,
document
yeah,
type, we have told the system don't save it. If you
yeah.
want to save, you have to remove this checkbox. Then only you can save. Clear?
Yeah, okay, okay, Deepak.
So now, as of now, let's change it now because we don't want this thing because there are so many fields which could be missing and why we want to save it anyway. So let's keep it like this only. So now if I try to create a new order, even though data will be incomplete, I will be able to save it. Why we need, as I said, this all depends on the business need actually. Okay, as I said, always as a functional consultant, you need to see where I can use this field. Let's say your client comes to you and say that okay, whenever a complaint is coming always that this salesperson are not maintaining this payment term, and they are just saving the order, and while invoicing, a lot of what you call noises are happening, that payment terms are missing, what is the payment term, these people are calling and it's wasting a lot of time. Then they come to you and they say that, is it possible to restrict the sales order creation if the users are not entering the payment term? So then you can use this field. You can maintain a different incompletion procedure. You maintain that payment term in that, the payment term field in that procedure, and then you assign that payment what you call the incompletion procedure to that document type. So whenever you a user will create, unless until they enter that payment term, they will not be able to save it. So you control it at the order level itself. Okay, why? See what happens generally, whenever these people create orders, that time there is no rush. They have plenty of time. Once the delivery is created, what happens? You will arrange some truck and transportation, right? Then PJ happens. Then there is a rush actually. Because the truck has entered into your premises, they will not keep on waiting, right? That also charge something to company, and also the client will also say, boss, you have created the delivery. Let's say the truck came from customer end. Just I'm giving a very simple example. Let's say the transportation is managed by the other company, the customer. Then they will not wait, right? They will simply say, no, boss, in the morning itself I sent you the truck. Why you are not sending me the goods in the evening? It's already 2 days, 1 day past. What are you doing? It's wasting my time and money. So once the delivery is created, then there is a rush actually. So it's better to ensure that every data, all those relevant fields are filled at the order level itself, so we can use this incompletion procedure that time. Okay, now another field is the screen variant. Okay, this one. This also we generally don't use it in the document type control, but this is a what do you call it, a global kind of stuff. Okay, it's not only applicable to VOV8 only. This helps this can help you at any place. Okay, any place. Let's say I am into my sales order. Okay, anywhere. Let's say for some reason I don't want what do you call? Let's say how can I say, which field should I give an example? Okay, let's take a payment term example only. Okay, for some reason I don't want my user to enter this payment term, or any field you can control. Okay, these all quantity, this material, anything you can control. But if you're restricting material, then what is the point of creating order, right? Somehow you need to enter material. So let's take example of payment term. For some reason there is a requirement that whenever these people are creating the order, this field should be disabled. That you can achieve with the screen variant. As I said, it's not only applicable to order. This works anywhere, whether you create delivery, whether you do PGI, whether you do invoice. Basically, whatever screen it is showing, that screen it's screen. I mean, this screen is right. Whatever is showing this now. So this has some number actually. Okay, and you can control every field, whatever is appearing here. No, you can control every field. Either you can make it disable, like this net value is disable. You can disable this field as well. You can completely remove it from here. This field, it all will not appear here. So those all control you can do with the screen variant. Okay, sometimes it is business requirement also, and sometimes in interview also these people ask you that I want to hide some field at some screen, so that my end user doesn't enter anything in that field. How can I achieve that? So then you need to tell, in SAP we have something standard that we call as screen variant, so we can control it via screen variant. Okay, you see, it helps to control the field, document mandatory, optional, display or suppress. You see that whichever is mandatory, optional, whether you want to completely disappear also, that is suppress, that we call in SAP suppress. Suppress means that field itself will not appear. So if it is not appearing, where they will enter? It's not possible to enter, right? So those control we have, and the T code is SHDO. But as I said, it's not only applicable for document type, it works everywhere. In any screen, SD, MM, PP, any T code, any screen, it will work. But that requires some sort of config, I mean not configuration, I would say some sort of technical changes, then only you can achieve it. So you need some developer help here. It's not something that you can do by your own, but you have that option. Now we have covered this part, right? So transaction flow we complete. Now let's go to shipping time. So first is delivery type. Okay, when I create a order, I may not know whether let us remove this now. Let us use TG12 only because I want to show you the delivery creation. TG12 left. Okay, let's use our own customer for time being. Let's use TG12. Net value. My document is complete. Now if I create delivery with this screen, okay, or if I go to VL01 also, let me go to VL01, let's not change this. If I go to VL01N, so here I have that option to select the delivery type. But generally you must have seen we don't use it. We simply give our shipping point, we give our sales order and we continue. System allows you to create the delivery. And how system is knowing which delivery type it has to take. Let's say I'm not going to VL01. Here itself I'm trying to get delivery directly. Nowhere in my order I have mentioned that thing, right? Which delivery type to be taken. If I click on delivery creation, intercompany item not be delivered. Okay, let me go back. My order number is 5725. 5725. Why it is coming? Because the plant is this one. Okay. Someone was saying this thing, right? That we are getting some intercompany message, right? Vishal or someone was saying, right? Few days back.
Yeah, Deepak.
Okay, so you need to change the plant actually. Okay. Intercompany, I'll tell you what is this intercompany thing. But as of now, if the error comes, you change the plant.
Okay.
Okay, it will, hopefully it will solve. Let's see. These people are changing delivery to the running process in well chain management. What is this here? See, somebody is playing with some other configuration because the document is part of value chain management. Was this project running? Okay, let's do one thing then. Let's try to take this 5642 only. VA02 5642. Did we create a delivery for all? We have created delivery for 4. Okay, hopefully we should be able to create delivery here. Okay, now see, I am able to create delivery. System has taken some delivery type, right, in the back end. How can you see that? I think here you can see that also. Do you see that this document type somewhere? Yeah, you see, it has taken the delivery type LF. If I save it, my delivery is created. Now tell me where I can see. Let's say I don't know that screen. The delivery is created now. I don't know the delivery type, outbound delivery document type. Where in which table I can see this document type for delivery? Anyone? Where I can see the delivery document type? Which table?
VFA or some decode you told yesterday.
No,
Or
VBFA is for document flow. No, Vishal, I don't want document flow. I want to see. the document type. Okay, tell me the document where I can see the document type for sales order. Okay, tell me the table. What all table do you know for sales order? Anyone? Table for sales order.
VBAK and VBAP
Okay.
for header and item data.
So where do you think that sales document type should be there in VBAK or VBAP? Where it should be?
Is it VBAK?
Right. So it goes and sits in the header because the document type is a header kind of thing, right? It's not depending on material. Document type is, I mean, it's a global thing. It's a document type. Whatever material you can enter, that's up to you. But at the top level, that document type is that header level only. So for delivery document type, where you can see, what is the table for delivery?
For delivery,
LIKP.
Okay. So now let's go to LIKP and let's see whether we see that value. So I'll go to LIKP. I will put my delivery, I will put my execution. Do I see my delivery type?
yeah, LF.
Okay, so this is how you can find out. Sometimes we need to know and then it's easy to go to the directory table level. Okay, so header, I mean sales order, it will be sitting in VBAK. Delivery LIKP. If it's invoice and you want to know the invoice document type, you need to go to VBRK. Okay. Now, okay, let's come back. So how system knows that we have to take LF while creating delivery? Nowhere I entered LF, right? I simply created my order and then I mean from the order itself I created my delivery. So how system has taken this LF automatically? Because we maintained that in the document type itself. This is Z9, but let us go to OR also. That will be, I mean, that I think we use OR document type, right? Let's go to OR.
We copied from OR.
Right. But now what order we created, that's OR only, right?
ZOR.
ZOR or OR? I think it was OR, no? Let us go. That's the sales order. Let me open document. If I go to, it was OR, no?
Huh. Okay.
Okay. If you go to OR document type configuration, there you see the delivery type. So now here system knows which delivery type it has to take. Okay. Now this I think we already covered that day, immediate delete, but let's go to the document. Let's follow that process. Okay. So whatever delivery type we maintain, system takes by default while creating the delivery. Just now as I shown, and these are few standard delivery type. LF is the standard delivery type. Then this is, I think you were using LO, right? LO or RO something you were using. So that's the delivery without order reference. That is LO. Okay, these all are STO. These all you don't need to remember. That 3 unit. If you remember 3, that's fine. Standard, return delivery LR, and delivery without charge. I mean without order reference. LO. This is enough. Okay, if you tell few, that's enough. If you remember these all, it's good. But as I said, nobody will ask you all these 7 or 8 document type. If you remember 3, 4 also, they know, okay, you remember. You know the difference what it is. Okay. Now immediate delivery, as I said, for cash sale and rush sale, we want delivery to be created immediately. We don't want to wait for someone to create the delivery. As I said, you may be thinking, okay, why, how much time it will take? It will just take one T code, right? I can go to VL01 and then they can put my order and then I can create delivery. So it's hardly 30 seconds or 50-second job. So what benefit I'll get? But as I said, in real world, single person cannot create order and delivery. Let's say Vishal is creating order, then Vishal cannot create delivery. It has to be someone else. Okay, it could be Yojana, it could be Yashwant, it could be Manoj, anyone, but the same person cannot create both the document. Okay, some sort of, you can say, this comes under SOD. I don't know whether I told you earlier on, but this is a violation of SOD. SOD is segregation of duty.
Why is that so? I mean,
Yeah, I'll
if
tell you. Let's say you are the salesperson who has the authority to create the sales order. What if you are corrupt and you have all the access? You will simply create any order, you will create delivery, you will do invoicing, right? There is no control. Who knows? So the duty is segregated. Vishal can only create order. That's it. Vishal cannot have the delivery T code. Okay, Vishal cannot have the invoicing T code. Okay. Even if, see, system will not restrict you. If the basis person or security person gives you the access, they can give. But where the problem will come, what happens whenever you are using SAP? No, SAP will do some random audit whether you are using their software properly or not. So SAP has given this segregation of duty thing, that a single person cannot contain the order creation authority and delivery and billing. Order creation will be given to some other person, delivery will be given to some other person, invoice will be given to some other person. So that there are three people. So now the chances of being corrupt is very less, right? If single person has the authority, not only the as I said the example of corrupt only. Let's say Vishal is not aware of how the pricing has to be taken. Vishal is new, and if he has all the authority, he can simply create and he can simply deliver. And once goods are delivered, it's very difficult to recover the goods or recover the payment from the customer. Customer will simply say, no, I don't have money. Since you gave that material, I already used it. Okay, let now you have to wait. When I have money, I will give you. You cannot do anything, right? Because it's your fault. So this is where the SOD comes into picture. Now, in some cases, what will happen? For some reason, let's say there are no three people. Okay, let's say only Vishal is there and Yojana is there, and as I said, order delivery invoice. Now I need three people. So how we cheat actually in SAP? We will create three different ID. Okay, one for Vishal, one for Yojana, and one for some third person. Let's say for Deepak. Deepak is not even there in the company. Now what they will do? Let's say Vishal, they know okay, Vishal is a good person. Vishal can create order and delivery. So Vishal will use two different IDs. Okay, Vishal will use his own ID to create order. Now, after the order creation, he will log out. Then he will again log in with Deepak's ID. He will create delivery. Then again he will go back. Then Yojana will create invoice with her ID. So now even if SAP comes and audits, he never knows, right? Okay, Vishal is using his and Deepak's ID. He will simply say, okay, Vishal ID is having order access. Okay, fine. Who is getting delivery? Then you will say, okay, this is another ID, Deepak's ID. Okay, then SAP will also say, okay, fine, this is delivery is creating by some other ID. Okay, that's good. Now who is creating invoice? So it's Yojana's ID. Okay, then fine. So there is no segregation of duty violation. Okay, that's not a what do you call standard or good practice, but sometimes, as I said, because of less manpower or due to some any reason, people do this kind of malpractices. But SAP doesn't recommend. So you, in single ID you cannot give it. SAP has some sort of report. If he runs that report, it will come out that a single person is having both the access. In quality you can have, because I said in quality, since I am testing or Vishal is testing or Yojana is testing, so in quality that's fine, anyone can have any access. But in production, that segregation of duty is very much required to be followed. Okay, so as I said, immediate delivery. So there it helps. Let's say, as I said, let's say Vishal is creating order, Deepak will create delivery, Yojana will create invoice. Now there is the immediate order. Vishal has created the order. Okay, a customer came for immediate delivery. They had some kind of rush in their company. They asked Vishal to create the order. Vishal created the order. Now who is the next person to create delivery? It's Deepak. But let's say Deepak is not available, or let Deepak will say, okay, I'm outside. Let me give some 2-3 hours. I'll come back and then I'll give delivery. Then the what do you call that delivery will of that material will be impacted, right? So there this immediate delivery comes and helps you, that whenever Vishal saves that particular sales order, delivery is automatically created. Deepak is nowhere required to create the delivery. Okay, so there this immediate delivery comes in cash sales and rush order. This is just, I mean, as I said, this is just an example. As I said earlier, also cash sale. When you go to that grocery shop, you take the material with your own hand. You go to the counter, you do the billing, right? So what is the role of delivery here? You don't need vehicle. Anyway, the customer has picked up that good and he will keep it in his bag and he will go, right? So why to create delivery and put all those transportation detail and all those things? Not required. Okay. So there also you can use this immediate delivery stuff. Order is created in the backend, automatically delivery is created. Okay. Now there are few controls. Immediately you can maintain A or X. If you maintain a, system will not check whether stock is available. System will create delivery. If you maintain X, if stock is available, then only system will create C. Let's say, as I said, in the grocery shop, right? Grocery shop, there is no question of availability of material, right? Because you see it right there in the front of you. Then only you pick it, right? Then you only decide to buy a milk packet or anything, surf excel or anything. You see it right there. Then only you pick it to buy. So there is no question of a stock whether a stock is available or not. So then you can maintain A. So system will not check stock is available or not. System will directly create the delivery. That's it. But as I said, let's say it's a finished goods in a company and you want the immediate delivery to be created, but only when the stock is available. If a stock itself is not available, delivery should not be created. Then you maintain X. So when you save the order, delivery will automatically created only when the stock is available. If it is not available, system will not create. It will give some error or some sort of information that person will know that okay, this is not available. While they save the order, that time itself system will throw some error that due to unavailability of stock, delivery has not been created. Okay. Now delivery block. You maintain this field, the order will automatically go to delivery. System will not allow to delivery. Okay. Now here we have seen that a status profile thing, right? That someone will create an order, then someone will release or approve, then delivery will be created, right? So another control we have that we use delivery block. Let us, yeah, here. So as of now it is blank. Okay, let us put some value. Anything I can put, let's see 30 or something, anything. Okay, I save it now. Let me go to display. Let me go to OR. So what I have told that whenever I will create my document type OR, this delivery block has to be applied 30. Okay, now let's try to create. Okay, anyway that same message is coming, right? I don't know. Okay, anyway let us see. We'll create another order. OR. ZOR was also working or what? Earlier did we use ZOR? No.
ZOR 9 is there and OR.
Okay.
I mean, we created ZOR.
Okay, we'll
For,
see. We have our own document type, but we'll see. I don't know whether that will work or not as of now, so let's not bother. We'll use this only to understand this. Or maybe let's try to put TG13. I don't know, maybe TG13 will work maybe. Let's see B2. I'll change it to 10 maybe. Log. PO type is missing, purchase requisition will not be created. Why am I need purchase requisition here? I don't need it. What we have entered in our order type? Delivery block 30, right?
30, yeah, it's showing.
It's showing here itself, you see. If I save it, my order is saved. But since it is in delivery block, if I try to create my delivery, something is wrong. It should not allow actually. I think someone has played around with that configuration as well.
If you try to do post goods issue, I don't think it will
Okay,
work.
let's see. But hopefully it should restrict you at the time of delivery creation itself. Okay,
Okay.
let us see. You see,
Oh,
it is
yes.
it is allowing. So someone has changed it actually.
Okay.
Okay, so it should not allow you basically. Okay, I don't know, maybe someone, because as I said, these all are configurable values. The 30, right? So 30 is something. It's just a denotation, right? 30. 30 means what? That also we configure. 30 means user should not be able to create delivery. Okay. So someone has played around with the 30 configuration. That's why system is allowing us. When you put it, it will not allow you to create unless until someone goes to the change ordered screen and then they remove it. How to remove it? You copy your sales order. You go to the change mode VA02. Okay. Then you select this. You come down. The last option is blank. You select the blank and then you save it. Okay. So this is what we call it. We have removed the delivery block. Okay, similarly we have something called a billing block that we will see anyway in some time. So that was the role of delivery block. As of now someone has changed the standard configuration, so it is allowing us to create, but it should not allow actually. Okay, that was the function of that. Now shipping point is okay, shipping condition, where we have used the shipping condition. Remember?
In customer master,
Yeah, but what is the use of the shipping condition?
in delivering,
No, it will help
like
you to
how we are going
determine.
to, yeah, how we are going to deliver, how we are going to deliver goods.
Okay, anyway, it's a
Safely.
shipping condition, so something related to shipping only. It's very generic answer, no, Yojana? That it will help you to deliver or ship the good. It will help you
Preference,
determine some field. Which field it will help you to determine?
like preference, like immediate delivery or
No, no, no,
no.
no. Forget about SAP. As I said, you in your plant when you create a sales order, right? Now let's say it's a fridge. You have to deliver it. So there will be some point, right, from where you will load that fridge to the truck. That we call it shipping point, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, it is the location in the warehouse from which gate the from which gate the goods are going to come out of the warehouse.
Exactly. So
Is it?
that we call it shipping point basically, right? In SAP we call it shipping point. So
Okay.
the shipping condition helps to determine shipping point. If you go to your sales order line item, you see this is your shipping point. Remember I told you this thing. We have one as a by default, and then we had 10 as a manual shipping point. Remember? Logistic execution, shipping, basic CP function, shipping point determination, assign shipping points. Remember this? The first is the automatic or default shipping point. Then we have 10 different shipping points that you can enter.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this
okay.
is the shipping condition, right? That is there in the document type. The same 01, what you maintain, where it went. This one. Okay. The same thing we have in customer master as well. Remember? Let me go to customer master. Let us open our, because let me open first. Shipping related data, it will be there in the sales and distribution, then shipping. You see, So this same field we can maintain in customer master as well, and we can maintain in shipping in the document type also, right? Now you see, this is one of the parameter domain. If you maintain shipping point here, then system override the shipping condition in customer master when the same value is coming from two different places. Then automatically someone will have the upper hand, right? Okay, this is the given, this should be given the first priority. So if you maintain in the document type, system gives the first priority to that value. Let's say here I have maintained 04 for timing. Let's say I maintain 04. In customer master I maintained 01. Then what will happen if I create my order? Shipping condition will be there at the header only. Okay, if you go here, shipping condition 01, then here it will come 04. Okay, why? Because we have maintained like this. Okay, let me show you if it works. Remember that day I told you also that if some value is coming from configuration, that is the first priority, then it goes to the master data. Since this we maintain in configuration, right? Let us take 04 only for time being. You see, we are doing customizing, we are maintaining this thing in the configuration itself. Sorry, let's go to over. So what I have maintained in document type, I have maintained the shipping condition as 04. What I have maintained in customer master, 01. Now let us try to create order and let's see what it takes. As per the standard SAP definition, it should take 04, right? Let's validate it. Let's change CB2 for time being. Let's take 10. Okay, now let's go to header. What is the value it took? 04.
0.
Why? Because we have maintained in the document type itself. So this is overwriting the value what is maintained in the customer master. But as I said, these all things will be proposed value. You can change it right away. You don't want 04, you can change it. And when you change it, that is the first priority because that user is changing that value. Okay. So now let's change it back to 01, else we will not, that whoever will be using this over, they will not be able to create delivery. So let's go change it back to, let's remove it basically. Okay, so I think let's stop here only. Any confusion so far?